Cool, yeah. All right, Travis, we'll see you in a bit. Josh, guess what?
What's up?
Travis with Cocoon is in like a German-themed town in Washington.
Like German-themed?
Yes, we gotta go check him out. This is Jared calling, TGA. I'm here with Travis McMaster.
I got here from a brand, Cocoon, that's been around for, it was our 35th year in the US. Austrian base, which is crazy because Leavenworth, Washington is a Bavarian themed town.
Yeah.
Right?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Tell me more about this town. Like,
Yeah.
it is Bavarian theme, which is like the area of Germany, right? Or is it like an actual German town, or what is it? Like
Yeah.
what we got here?
Well, let me tell you about Leavenworth. What Leavenworth, like you said, it's Bavarian themed, right? You think about the river and the summer and people coming here. It's the winter when there's snow, and this is snowpack. So Front Street is not concrete, it's a layer of snow. So it is a winter wonderland, and we light the trees with a million lights, and visitors from all over the world come. It is a snow globe winter here.
What? It's still chilly.
I talked to someone years ago about this microclimate that we're in, and so we've got the Cascade Mountain Range that comes down through Canada, right? This microclimate includes cities like Bend, Oregon, right? You think of Bend as like this ideal, and there's a river kind of through, Bend, Oregon. It's this microclimate. If you go down 25 minutes down to Wenatchee, where our warehouse is, it's 10 degrees, 15 degrees warmer.
Really?
And it's not as green. I mean, this is a microclimate tucked right into the mountains of the Cascades, and these little cities along the way on this cascade tucked into the mountains that are like these idyllic climates. So when I had a chance to interview with Cocoon, I know in my closet I have some Cocoon product. And my adage is, if I've got it, it's gotta be good, right?
Yeah.
That's why I start with that. And so knowing, and I did some research about Cocoon, and it was an amazing opportunity to work for a family-owned business, family-owned and founded. It wasn't founded and then sold to a conglomerate, which happens a lot. This is a family-owned 35-year business. You don't see that a lot. So I was developing this sleeping bag range called Varm, right? And the owner of Cocoon, Josef Strom, was interested in getting into sleeping bags, which we're working on that. Okay. So it's kind of this, hey, you got this some background in this, and we're interested in this, and there's a great opportunity to come up here.
Awesome. So wait, so like, kind of like, what do you guys have? Like exactly, you know what I mean? I think of Cocoon, I think of something like bedding, something that wraps around you. So maybe like blankets and stuff like that.
So we invented the travel sheet in 1989. So if you open Fodders or Lonely Planet and you're going to take your gap year after college or before college, and you're going to Europe, I think that the first bullet point is get a travel sheet for the hostels. And so it's a great opportunity. So we're in 70 countries all over the world and invented the travel sheet. But along the way, we started developing different materials in travel sheets, and the first to do a ripstop silk and develop that material. We actually were the first to, we invented the AirCore pillow with a premium layer in between. Like, we're not just a plastic bladder. We've got a premium layer of synthetic fill or down, and then the top sheet, the shell. We're the first to do that.
So, sorry, I'm not aware what is, or somebody that's not aware, what is exactly the travel sheet? Okay.
The travel sheet is very simple. It's essentially a flat sheet that you would have on your bed, but it's folded in half and it's sewn around like a sleeping bag, right? The difference between ours and everyone else's is ours has a pillow pocket that you can put a standard pillow inside. So now your pillow is protected for hygiene, right? Okay. And then there's gussets. So when you open it up, it opens up instead of pulling against the fabrics. We're an Austrian company. We're designed really well. So it's not just like sewn together sheet. It's gussets. It's our mummy liners have a drawstring hood to kind of pull it tight. A box foot end that's tapered, so there's less material. I mean, it's all thought out. so people got interested, and they were learning more about what that means. And when you expand that range, you've got a variety of people that want to be more comfortable than others, and right? So now we're expanding into more luxurious kind of, now you're talking about our silk liners, and you're talking about our silk travel sheets, talking about our RF welded document cases and our kind of high design toiletry kits, right? So we're travel goods, right? We're travel accessories.
I was just looking at this and I was thinking,
You gotta stick your head.
how amazing.
So Travis, how many SKUs do you have? Yeah, no, that's a good question. We have over 353 SKUs. Oh my God. Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah, really. It ranges from our travel sheets, our toiletry kits, hammocks, our packing organizers. The difference between a lot of our products and others are the materials. Again, we're an Austrian family-owned brand.
Oh, yeah.
And really light but very durable materials, using all YKK zippers, the YKK Aqua Guard zippers for anything that's waterproof or needs to be water resistant.
So what would you say is the best seller? Like the thing that you guys like move the most, you know what I mean? Like what are people looking for?
Yeah, so we're number one in travel sheets. I mean, because we invented it and people are looking for it. And if you think about it, we've been around since 1989. We've sold a lot of travel sheets. Generational stuff. Now these people that have purchased a travel sheet, their kids are growing up, and what are they gonna get? They're gonna get a Cocoon travel sheet.
And they expect that because that's what they grew up using, right?
That's right.
What are the blankets? They just like fold up, pack light.
Yeah, but they're made of Coolmax material, like a moisture wicking technical material that's, you can wear it as a scarf. You saw the ad. I mean, I saw our booth. Like you wear it as a scarf, as a shawl.
Yeah.
It's like
How big is it?
comfortable.
Like,
It's 55 inches by 70 inches.
Oh.
But you can fold it in half, right?
oh,
You
fold
double it
in
up to
half
get
and then
more.
the scarf. and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Oh.
So it's just big enough.
Okay.
But it comes in a travel sack, a stuff sack that's like convenient
Okay.
and hygienic, right? All of our stuff have the stuff sacks.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like your AirCore U-shaped pillow isn't just hanging on your luggage. Like, we learned something about hygiene. Whether you believe in COVID or not, we all start paying attention to germs. Our stuff has stuff sacks. You can put it in your tote. It's not just falling on the floor
Yeah.
in the airport. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, that's our deal. All right, yeah. Welcome to Cocoon, man. This is something we do from time to time with our warranties. We've got a lifetime warranty on our products. Some of our pillows don't have the hidden zipper, our first gen, and so I actually sew the bladder back in on my own. And when we send those back, we send this card with them. It says, "Thank you for not purchasing a new pillow. After replacing the bladder in your Cocoon pillow, we have now not sold, we're on our 303rd pillow. Your local landfill thanks you, and so do we."
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I think people appreciate that. It's kind of a cool, yeah. So we'll get to sewing that.
Okay.
Pick station, this is kind of where everything kind of goes out to consumers or our dealers. We've got kind of the basic bag for Amazon and Target, and then our branded consumers get the pretty bag. Yeah.
I noticed like the a camel is like your logo. Like how does a cocoon and a camel go together? So
Yeah.
do you know that?
I took the branding is all me. We had some really cool hand-drawn icons that we use on the Austrian website, and I kind of had those redrawn in a higher res and kind of latched onto it. I think the camel, you know, we've got this, a color that we use is Tourig. It's a kind of a darker blue, and a Tourig, are you familiar with the Tourig?
No.
Yeah, tour rig is like a nomad. It's like you see those tour rigs, those nomads that kind of go travel in the desert with the camels, and like those are tour rigs.
Okay, what's the go? Like hair tents and stuff like that?
Yeah. Okay. Tour rigs.
I didn't know that was what the name.
Yeah, I actually owned a V10 Volkswagen tour rig, and so I was like, what's a tour rig?
Okay.
The tour rig.
Okay.
So the camel, it kind of signifies this travel around the world, and we've got bug nets, and we've just got everything for international.
Okay.
So I think sometimes I get into my head about we are selling to the U.S. This is our market, in Canada, but we're a global brand based in Austria, and our nets are in Africa, and people are traveling all over the world. So it's funny to us to think about a camel, but to me it signifies and reminds me that there's so much international travel in that Americans do, right, and Canadians.
When I think of Cocoon, I think of an insect gonna break out as a butterfly, right?
Yeah.
So I picture more of that, like, hanging on a tree, and like maybe that signifies the blanket, or you know what I mean?
Yeah. Let me show you here. This is our pickman aisle, where we have the individuals that are picked, just onesies, twosies, even for dealers, and they get restocked from our bulk area. Yeah. Silk was the original performance material, like in wool, right? I mean, the wool pants, wool underwear, like wool was the original Coolmax Capilene material. Yeah. So silk, our silk in particular, we don't buy our silk fabric on the open market. Like we buy it from the silk manufacturers, right? The silk actually, our grade of silk, our AA grade of silk, is the lengths of the silk strand that comes off of the cocoon, right, is over 1 kilometer long. Okay. So sometimes these strands are so long, and that's what makes a better grade of silk.
1 kilometer long?
Yeah. And so when it gets woven into the fabric, that means that there are less knots with the silk material, the silk thread
to join,
right? Okay. So it's super microscopic. But you think about like air and thermal properties. That's why our silk mummy liners and our travel sheets are better, because there's no little air pockets with those little knots that are loomed together, because our strands are longer. So that's premium silk is a longer strand of silk itself.
Okay. Yeah. That's crazy. So this is the mummy liner. This is like, all right. So basically, these are rated for just like a sleeping bag too, like for certain degrees.
The mummy liner itself, the mummy liner itself is this. The silk will actually add, let's see, Celsius, 9.5 degrees Fahrenheit. This added to a bag.
It'll make it that much warmer?
Yeah, that much warmer.
Oh wow.
And so we quote an exact number. And I've got the binder. Maybe we'll throw it on here.
This is crazy, like how small this is. So like.
Right. It's compact, thermal properties.
Like I wouldn't be like, oh man, I don't have any more room in the bag.
That's it, right? And it's lightweight. The thermal properties are actually, we measure them, and I have the study in a binder. Came across it the other day. We took, certified in a lab, a copper dummy with a 0 degree bag, sleeping bag, and measured it. The thermal properties, right, 0. And then we put the liner in and we cooled it down, and we saw how much thermal regulation was done with this. So we say 9.5 degrees Fahrenheit. Wow. Other competitors and people kind of like do these different things. Like we've studied it, and I'm not quite sure everyone has. So again, back to that commodity, and that goes into investing in and us caring about the product itself, not just making a marketing claim. Like, I've got the binder with the study.
So I mean, there's obviously a lot of stuff here. What was the product that you had in your closet of Cocoon?
This bad boy.
That's what's in your
cotton mummy liner.
Okay.
Because I didn't want to keep washing my bag.
Okay. That's awesome.
It sounds funny, but it's like, have you ever washed a down sleeping bag? It's not, I mean, there's ways that you have to get a certain down solution. You throw the tennis balls in, there's one way to kind of knock it down. A lot of air, you gotta keep redoing it with just the fluff dry, because the down feathers get wet and they clump. So if I don't have to wash my bag as much, I can wash a cotton, throw this in the washing machine.
Does this go on, this goes on the inside or the outside of the mummy?
Inside. That's what your oils in your body, that's the hygiene part, right?
What about the dirty part on the outside? Do you have anything for that or no? Like
you got layers, man. I don't make the sleeping bags.
Okay. Awesome. That's cool.
Yeah.
The difference between that one and this one is the material. This one's
So like I said, we have 14 different materials, right? Ripstop silk for more of an expedition. You know, it's if you do get a snag, ripstop is a pretty amazing technology or a material. But our Cool Max blanket, when airlines stopped giving blankets to people, even to borrow, it's our sales jumped. And in a technical material, like there are travel blankets out there. They may not come with a nice, convenient stuff sack.
Yeah.
They may, and they're not in a technical Cool Max, branded, material.
okay.
I mean, it's a very technical
So
blanket.
This will keep me. It'll still take the chill off of the air conditioners and stuff like that in your plane or in your car or whatever.
But also, it's funny to say though that even traveling, like I was telling you earlier, like Jody and I just got back from Bali. Taking it on the plane was great, but also in tropical climates, it's Cool Max material, so it wicks sweat away from your body. It's thermal regulating. So it's even having a light blanket on at night is cooler than just the humid air.
Oh.
And so this is amazing. Like, it is a really cool material.
That is awesome.
Yeah, the humid air. So check it out. So we're gonna do a tour of the U.S. and man, if you have a cargo box on the roof of your car that has stickers on it, there's a chance that I might stick this Cocoon sticker stealthily in the mix of your stickers. If you notice this, and you may not, if you notice this, tag us on Instagram at Cocoon USA, and we're working on a prize pack, and it's gonna be a worthy prize pack. We might get some of our other partners in the travel goods and outdoor industry involved in this thing, and it'll be a valuable prize pack, but you got to let us know if you see this sticker.
On your own vehicle.
On your own car, yeah.
That's awesome. Well, we're going to enjoy these stickers. They're going to be on our car, so on our Sprinter van. So,
all right.
Travis, thank you.
Sure.
It was fun times. It was great to get to know you.
Yeah.
Great to get to know your product and see where it all happens.
Yeah.
And
I'm glad.
we've had a fun time here in your little town.
Yeah.
Wenatchee, Leavenworth. It's been great.
Welcome to the P&W, and I hope you have a safe trip back to Utah.